Good morning. I'm coming to you from G.P.H. Ministries. I want to let everybody know out there just continue to stay in love, walking in love, and learn to forgive one another for their faults. And the young people out there, I want to let them know to continue to show love wherever you go, and it'll come back to you. And don't let nobody stop your walk and respect and love towards others. I'm going to be reading this morning from Proverbs 1, and I'll be reading on down to about 29. And this is how it begins. Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. For obtaining wisdom and discipline, for understanding the word of insight, for acquiring a disciplined, important life, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving important to the simple, knowledge and discerning direction to the young. Let the wise and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. For understanding proverbs and parables, the saying and the riddles of the wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Not that you fear God, that you know God and you get closer with God in your life as you continue that walk with God in the scriptures. But fools despise wisdom and discipline. Listen, my son, to your father's instructions, and do not forsake your mother teaching. They will be a guiding to grace your head, and a chain to adorn your neck. Your father's instructions. Always listen to your father, because he lived a long time in order to, share that knowledge with you, young people. And then listen to your mother teaching. She won't guide you wrong. I know some of the time most of young people listen to strangers before you listen to your own parents. And that ain't how it should be. Your parents should be your role models. They should be the ones that you listen to and that you cherish and that you love and that you honor. Honor our Father, and our days will be longer on earth. That's what God said. And honor our Father with promise. And that's what we got to do. And we got to start showing love to one another as well as being our brother keeper. Are you your brother keeper? Schemes and all kind of plans to do things that really don't make no sense, to harm and hurt someone, and that stuff come back to you. So you should stop it while you're ahead, and get saved. If you're not saved, come into the fullness of Christ, so that way you'll be part of the family. And this is what it says in verse 7 at the end. But fools despise wisdom and discipline. And then this is what it says in verse 8. Listen, my son, to your father's instructions, and do not forsake your mother teaching. They will be a garland to grace your head, and a chain to ordain your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not give in to them. This is for the ones who are saved. If they entice you to do something wrong, don't do it. And said, do not give in to them. If they say, come along with us, let us lie in wait for someone's blood. Let us waylay some harmless soul. Let us swallow them alive, like the grave, like the drive-bys and all the other things, the home invasions that's going on. You're not going to get away with it. Maybe you get away on earth, but in heaven, you're not getting away. So if I was you, I wouldn't go along with them. And it says, let's waylay some harmless soul. Let's swallow them alive like the grave. The whole like those who go down to the pit. We will get all sorts of valuable things and fill our house with splendor. Throw in your lot with us, and we will share a common purse. My son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot on their path, for their feet rush into sin. They are swift to shed blood. How useless to spread a net in full view of the birds, in full view of angels, in full view of God, in full view of Jesus. So you're not getting away. These men lie in wait for their own blood. They weigh only themselves. Such is the end of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the lives of those who get it. So, if you into all that home invasions and robbing and killing and doing what you're doing, it needs to stop, because one day it's going to catch up with you. And this is what God say, and I'm gonna start from verse 20 through Proverbs 1 verse 20. Proverbs 1 verse 22. I'm gonna start, and this is what God said. How long will you simple ones love your simple ways? How long will you mockers delight in mockery? And fools hate knowledge. If you have responded to my rebuke, I would have poured out my heart to you. When God knock on your heart and you feeling like this is the wrong thing to do, I should change my mind, get saved and let God direct you through the Holy Spirit, and made my thoughts known to you. But since you rejected me when I called, and no one gave heed when I stretched out my hand, since you ignored all my advice and would not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh at your disaster. I will mock you when calamity overtake you. When calamity overtake you like a storm. When disaster sweep over you like a whirlwind. When distress and trouble overwhelm you. Then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but will not find me, since they hate knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, since they would not accept my advice and spurn my rebuke. They will eat the fruits of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. For their waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complexity of fools will destroy them. That's like in Solomon and Gomorrah, when Lot used to hang out the front gate and used to hang with the ones who do all this type of things, and you got to be careful who you hang with and who whispering in your ear, who telling you speaking advice to your life. You know what I'm saying? People speak wrong advice in your life, and that'll mess you up just that split second. And it messes you up, messes your whole life up. You in jail, or you dead, or you crippled. You know what I'm saying? But Lot, this what in Genesis 19:1, what the angel, how they found Lot. The angels found Lot in the gateway to Sodom, a fact loaded with significant traditionally city fathers gathered in the gateway to make important decisions. Lot's presence suggested that he had become one of them during his time in Sodom, which may explain why he struggled against leaving. Sin looked good for a minute, but you got to remember this. For every action, there's a reaction. Do you want to stay living in sin, or do you want to walk with God? It's a choice. You want to walk with God, or you want to walk with Satan? You want to go to hell, or you want to go to heaven? It's a choice. And it's up to you to make that change. I know sometimes you feel despair, and you feel sad, and but you hold on. You give your life to Christ, and you turn around, and make something out of your life, because God loves you dearly, and you are special in His eyes. And in Genesis 19:26, this is what it says: Lot and his family found it hard to leave their adopted home of Sodom. Despite immorality, angel message warning them to hurry, not ever to stop to look back. When Lot's wife disobeyed, she turned into a pillow of salt because she didn't heed to what God wanted and commanded them to do. God told her not to know, none of them not to even look back. Continue to walk on and get away. I made a way for your escape. And today, God making a way for your escape. You can stop doing all what you're doing right now and give yourself to Christ. And I'll be talking to you more. Just continue to listen on that subject and who to look out for, and who to hang with and who not to hang with, But be careful who you let speak into your life, because that can make a difference between life or death. And your parents love you. Always remember that. And I'm going to be reading on down to Proverbs 1 to 33. And this is what God said. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear or harm. See, when you continue to follow God, God will make provisions and he will look out for you in your behalf. And God will make sure everything, that you need, he'll make sure you have it. And he'll put right people in your path. It's all up to you to make that decision, on what you want to do, because God is a way maker. And he'll make a way out for you too as well, young people. All you gotta do is heed to his warning. And we think, all this stuff, we doing, the young people doing, oh, this is new. Nobody never did this. Let me tell you this in the Word of God, in Ecclesiastes 1, 9 through 10. This is what it reads. What happened, what has been, will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already, long ago. It was here before our times. Just like Noah in his days when God destroyed the earth. They was doing the same thing they was doing today. Killing, disrespecting the parents, murdering, all types of things. Orgies, whatever. But it's time to change, young people. Because when you love God, you with all your heart and your soul, you change your life. And if you don't have God in your life, ask him to come in. He'll come in. And I'll be talking to you a little later about that. Just remember to love your parents. Them should be your role models, and your grandparents, them should be your heroes. Not no stranger. Don't ever respect a stranger more than you respect your parents. Because if you do something's not there right, respect your parents. Even if your parents are not treating you right, still respect them. And, and love them. Because it's going to get better. God bless you. I'll be talking to you later. G.P.H. Ministries, we love you. Just remember, be careful who you let speak into your life. God bless you. Bye.